The Reserve Bank in January 2019 set up an expert committee under former SEBI chairman UK Signer to suggest long-term solutions for the economic and financial sustainability of the MSME sector. The government in January 2019 approved the merger of Dena Bank and Vijaya Bank with Bank of Baroda to make it a globally competitive lender. The printing of Rs 2000 banknote, introduced post-demonetisation in November 2016, has been reduced to the minimum by the Reserve Bank, a top finance ministry official said in January 2019. HDFC Mutual Fund has piped hssc Prudential MF to become the country's largest asset management company after a gap of over 2 years. A special court in Mumbai declared absconding liquor baron Vijay Mallya a fugitive economic offender on a plea of the Enforcement Directorate. Mallya has become the first businessman to be declared DFO under the provisions of the new Fugitive Economic Offenders Act, which came into existence in August last year. The centre has amalgamated 3 regional rural banks, Punjab Gramin Bank, Malwa Gramin Bank and Untitled Gramin Bank, into a single RRB with effect from January 1. Nepal has asked the RBI to declare newly circulated Indian currency notes of denominations higher than Rs 100 legal tender in the country, according to media report in January 2019. Kerala is setting up the country's largest integrated start-up complex, which will house a maker village. India took over the operations of a part of Chabahar port in Iran during the Chabahar Trilateral Agreement meeting held on December 24, 2018 in Iran. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, Wednesday made some changes in the gold monetization scheme, GMS, by including charitable institutions and the central government, among other. Sri Lanka's central bank on Wednesday said that the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, has agreed to provide $400 million under a swap arrangement to boost the island nation's reserves. The Reserve Bank of India has imposed a penalty of Rs 3 crore on Citibank India for not complying with directions regarding the fit and proper criteria for directors of the bank. National Stock Exchange today said Ashok Chawla has resigned as chairman with immediate effect in light of recent legal developments. The centre has allocated an additional 6,084 crore rupees to Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, MGNREGA. With this, the total allocation for the scheme has reached an all-time high of 61,084 crore rupees. The Union Government on January 14, 2019 launched the Woman Year on Government e-Marketplace, GEM, an initiative to enable women entrepreneurs and women self-help groups, WSHGs, to sell handicrafts, handloom, accessories, and other products directly to government departments and institutions. The Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on January 16, 2019 approved the recapitalization of the Export-Import Bank of India, Exim Bank. The Cabinet also approved an increase in the authorized capital of Exim Bank from Rs 10,000 crore to Rs 20,000 crore. In Madhya Pradesh, Chief Minister Kamal Nath launched the Rs 50,000 crore farm debt waiver scheme named Jai Kisan Rin Mukti Yojana. Bull and Libcoin in dialogue to build India's first lithium-ion factory. Nepal's central bank has banned the use of Indian currency notes of Rs 2000, Rs 500 and Rs 200 denominations. India and China have signed the protocol for exports of Indian tobacco leaves to China. Quality tobacco on par with international standards is available in India at competitive prices, and there is a good potential for export of Indian tobacco to China. India has replaced Japan as the world's second-largest steel-producing country, only behind China, which is the largest producer of crude steel, accounting for more than 51% of production, as per the latest report by World Steel Association. The Union Minister for Minority Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi announced on January 28, 2019 that the GST on Hajj has been reduced from 18% to 5%. Vinod Kumayudev, General Manager South Central Railway, has been appointed as Chairman, Railway Board, Ministry of Railways, and ex officio Principal Secretary to Government of India. The government has appointed Sudhir Bhagava as new Chief Information Commissioner along with 4 new Information Commissioners in the Central Information Commission, CIC, which had been functioning with just 3 of them as against a sanctioned strength of 11, including the Chief Information Commissioner. India and Pakistan in January 2019 exchanged the lists of civilian prisoners and fishermen in their custody. India and Pakistan in January 2019 exchanged the list of nuclear installations and facilities covered under the Agreement on the Prohibition of Attack against Nuclear Installations between them. The Lok Sabha passed the Indian Medical Council Amendment Bill yesterday. It amends the Indian Medical Council Act 1956 and replaces the Indian Medical Council Amendment Ordinance 2018. The United States and Israel officially quit the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, with the close of 2018. Veteran actor-writer Kader Khan passed away in Canada. The Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, launched a new platform called Samvad with students on January 1, 2019 in Bengaluru, as part of its enhanced outreach program. Union Cabinet has approved the restructuring of National Health Agency as the National Health Authority for better implementation of Pradhan Mantri, Jan Arogya Yojana. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 106th Indian Science Congress at Lovely Professional University in Phagwar near Jalandhar on January 3, 2019. Veer Savarkar International Airport in Port Blair was declared as an authorized immigration checkpost for entry into and exit from India with valid travel documents for all classes of passengers. Chang'e, a Chinese spacecraft, has made the first ever landing on the far side of the moon. 5 nations, namely Belgium, Dominican Republic, Germany, Indonesia and South Africa, assumed the charge as the non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, UNSC. Virat Kohli bagged another major record to his name as he became the fastest to reach 19,000 international runs, surpassing his idol Sachin Tendulkar in the list to claim the summit position. In the United States, veteran Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi, considered an ardent supporter of India-US ties, has been elected as Speaker of the House of Representatives for the second time, thus becoming the most powerful elected woman in America. Aruna Masaina, the Indian mountaineer who became the world's first woman amputee to climb Mount Everest in 2013, has now become the first woman amputee to climb Mount Vinson, highest peak of Antarctica. The National Green Tribunal on January 4, 2018 imposed a fine of whopping Rs 100 crore on the Meghalaya government for its failure to curb illegal coal mining in the state. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Chairman Dr. Keshavan has said that the Union government has allocated 10,900 crore rupees for the development of 40 satellite launch vehicles in the next 4 years. Secunderabad railway station became the first railway station of South Central Railway (SCR) zone to hoist a huge tricolour on a 100-foot-tall pole at its main entrance here in January 2019. Malaysia's king has abdicated, royal officials said in January 2019, in a historic first for the country that ended weeks of speculation about his future after he took medical leave. Union Cabinet has approved 10% reservation in direct recruitments and for admission in higher educational institutions for the economically backward section in the general category. The Lok Sabha on January 7, 2019 passed the Personal Laws Amendment Bill 2018, which seeks to remove leprosy as a ground for divorce. 2019 Golden Globe Awards, Bohemian Rhapsody wins Best Picture Drama. Veterans Ashok and Farooq Sheikh will be honored by the Bimal Roy Memorial and Film Society on January 8, 2018 to commemorate the 52nd death anniversary of the renowned filmmaker. Egypt has opened West Asia's largest cathedral in its new administrative capital, 45 kilometers east of Cairo. The Supreme Court on January 8, 2019 reinstated Alok Verma as the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) director, 3 months after the government divested him of his powers and sent him on forced leave. India-born Geeta Gopinath joined the International Monetary Fund as its chief economist. She is the first woman to occupy the top IMF post. The Lok Sabha on January 8, 2019 passed the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which seeks to amend the Citizenship Act, 1955 to make illegal migrants who are Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan eligible for citizenship. The bill has now been tabled in the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha on January 8, 2019 passed the Constitution, 124th Amendment, Bill 2019 to provide 10% reservation in jobs and educational institutions to economically backward section in the general category. In a surprise move, World Bank President Jim Yong Kim announced that he will step down from his position on February 1, 2019, much before the end of his term in 2022. Japan, for the second time in a row, has topped a global index for the world's most powerful passport in 2019, while India ranked at the 79th position. The International Cricket Council, ICC, on January 8, 2019 announced USA Cricket as its 105th member. CBI Director Alok Verma, who was reinstated to the post by the Supreme Court on Tuesday, has been transferred. The Union Ministry of Women and Child Development on January 9, 2018 launched an online campaign, Web Wonder Women, also known as #WWW. World Hindi Day is celebrated on January 10 every year, marking the anniversary of First World Hindi Conference, which was held in 1975. MC Mary Kom became the world No. 1 boxer in 45 to 48 kilograms category in the latest International Boxing Association's AIBA World Rankings released on January 10, 2019. The International Cricket Council (ICC) announced on January 10, 2019 that it would be giving a 15-day amnesty to participants who have previously failed to report any information concerning corrupt conduct in Sri Lankan cricket. ISRO announced on January 11, 2019 that it is well prepared to meet the targets of launching the Gaganyaan manned mission to outer space by December 2021. The sacked CBI chief, Alok Verma, on January 11, 2019 announced his resignation from service, refusing to take charge of the new role as DG, Fire Services. President of the Indian Weightlifting Federation, IWF, Birendra Prasad Bshire, has been named chef de mission for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. India skipper Virat Kohli and coach Ravi Shastri today received the honorary membership of the Sydney Cricket Ground, SCG, for their contribution to the sport of cricket. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, is setting up a human space flight centre in Bengaluru, which will support its quest of making country's maiden manned space mission a success. 8-year-old Kartik Singh has won the Under-8 category at the Kids Golf World Championship organised by US Kids Golf in Malaysia, which makes him the youngest Indian to win the title. National Youth Day 2019 was celebrated across India on 12 January 2019. Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani announced on January 13, 2019 that his government will implement the 10% reservation for economically weaker sections of the general category with immediate effect. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on January 13, 2019 released a commemorative silver coin of Rs 350 and stamp on 10th Sikh Guru Gobind Singh Ji to mark his 352nd birth anniversary. The President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, on January 12, 2019 gave his assent to the Constitution, 103rd Amendment, Act, 2019, which aims to provide reservation in public employment and higher education to economically weaker sections in the general category. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi was on January 14, 2019 conferred with the first ever Philip Kotla Presidential Award. Tulsi Gabbard, the first Hindu elected to US Congress and a 4-time Democratic lawmaker, has said she will run for president in 2020, becoming the latest member of her party to challenge Republican President Donald Trump. Sikkim Chief Minister Pawan Chamaling in January 2019 launched One Family, One Job scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated the Kollam bypass of the Kerala to the nation. The second India-Myanmar bilateral army exercise IMBEX 2018-19 commenced at Chandamanda military station near here in January 2019. Mountaineer Sei Aurupsidan in January 2019 conquered Antarctica's highest point, Mount Sidley. With this feat, he became the first Indian and youngest man to climb the 7 highest peaks and volcanic summits across all continents. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the National Museum of Indian Cinema, NMIC, in Mumbai on January 19, 2019. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in January 2019 inaugurated the Armed Systems Complex of Larsen and Toubro in Gujarat, the first private facility in the country where the K9 self-propelled howitzer guns will be manufactured. By how a government lifted ban on sale of live fish, 3 days after it banned the sale, transportation and storage of all kinds of fish dead or alive in Patna for 15 days. Naval Air Station, NAS, Shigpur will be commissioned as UNESCO has by Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Sunil Lamba on January 24, 2019. The Indian Institute of Technology Hyderabad, ITH, has announced the launch of a full-fledged bachelor's program in Artificial Intelligence, AI, technology from the new academic session, which is a first for the country and only the third globally. Justice Asif Saeed Khoza took oath as the 26th Chief Justice of Pakistan in a simple ceremony. Indian star wrestler Vinesh Phogat on January 17, 2019 became the first Indian athlete to be nominated for the prestigious Laureus World Comeback of the Year award. India's Ankita Raina has won the International Tennis Federation's $25,000 women's tournament in Singapore. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, has named the Brazilian city of Rio de Janeiro as the World Capital of Architecture for 2020. Eminent Indian scientist, Chintamani Naji Sirimakandra Rao, popularly known as CNR Rao, was on January 18, 2019 chosen for the first Sheikh Saud International Prize for Materials Research by the Center for Advanced Materials of the United Arab Emirates, UAE. the world's oldest man, Masazo Nonaka of Japan, has died at the age of 113. Prominent Lingayat seer of Tumakuru-based Siddhagangamat, 111-year-old Shivakumara Swamiji, who was known as the Walking God, passed away on January 21, 2019 after a prolonged illness. Noted Gujarati poet Sitanzu Yashash Chandra has been awarded Saraswati Samman, 2017, for his poetry collection in Gujarati named Vakar. The President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, on January 22, 2019 conferred the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019. Indian skipper Virat Kohli on January 22, 2019 became the first cricketer to win all the top 3 ICC individual awards, including the Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy for ICC Cricketer of the Year, the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year and the ICC ODI Player of the Year for his performances in 2018. Indian wicket-keeper Rishabh Pant claimed the ICC's Emerging Cricketer of the Year award. The Indian Navy on January 22, 2019 commenced its largest ever coastal defence exercise, Sea Vigil off the Indian coast, 10 years after the 26/11 attack. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on January 23, 2019 inaugurated the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Museum at the iconic Red Fort in Delhi to mark the leader's 122nd birth anniversary. Cabinet has approved the landmark amendment to Article 280 of the Constitution to increase powers of autonomous councils in 6th Schedule areas of North East. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was on January 23, 2019 appointed AIC General Secretary for Uttar Pradesh East. Former India hockey player Raghbir Singh Bhola, a 2-time Olympic medalist, passed away on January 21, 2019 at the age of 92. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, will launch a student satellite CalumSat and an imaging satellite Microsat-R from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Saraikota, Andhra Pradesh on January 24, 2019, marking its first launch of the ISRO in 2019. Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lanbur commissioned the new naval air base UNESCO Hasso at Diglipur in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In a first for Kashmir, Lance Naik Nazir Ahmadwani belonging to the state, will be awarded the highest peacetime gallantry award Ashok Chawla posthumously on Republic Day. The Central Bank of India has been given away the Atal Pension Yojana award for promoting the scheme across the country. Social activist Nanaji Deshmukh, music maestro Bipin Hazarika and former President Pranab Mukherjee have been awarded with country's highest civilian honour Bharat Ratna. Eminent Hindi author and poet Krishna Sobti passed away on January 25, 2019 at a hospital in Delhi. She was 93. India's fastest indigenous train, which will run from Delhi to Varanasi, has been named as Van Bharat Express. On the occasion of Republic Day, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath in January 2019 announced the launch of the Yuva Swabhiman Yojana for youths from the economically weaker sections in urban areas. The Kerala government will soon launch a Pravasi dividend pension scheme to provide regular pension to non-resident Keralites on a one-time payment of Rs 5 lakh, Governor P. Sethasavam said in January 2019. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for All India Institutes of Medical Sciences, AIIMS at Madurai in Tamil Nadu in January 2019. The all-women Assam Rifles contingent created history this year by participating for the first time in a Republic Day parade. The Southern Railway has bagged the #1 position for cleanliness in the country. Novak Djokovic defeats Rafael Nadal to earn his 7th Australian title. Japan's Naomi Osaka wins Australian Open 2019 women's singles title after defeating Petra Kvitova. Ace shuttler Saina Nehwal claimed her first BWF title in 2 years after 3-time world champion Carolina Marin of Spain limped out of the Indonesia Masters final. India celebrated its 70th Republic Day with a grand display of its military might and rich cultural diversity as the ceremonial parade rolled down the majestic Rajpath in the presence of South African President Cyril Ramaphosa as the chief guest. Maharashtra's State Labour Department has launched a housing scheme for construction workers in rural areas. Officials said the Atal Construction Workers Awas Yojana, Rural, is aimed at providing financial assistance of Rs 1.5 lakh each to construction workers to build Pakka houses or to convert existing homes into Pakka houses. The Chief Election Commissioner of India, Shri Sunil Arora, and Election Commissioner Shri Ashok Chawla in January 2019 inaugurated an international conference on making our elections inclusive and accessible. Part-time bowler Ambati Rayudu was banned from bowling in international cricket by the International Cricket Council, ICC, after he failed to submit a test of his bowling action. Malaysia was stripped of the right to host the 2019 World Para-Swimming Championships for threatening to refuse to allow Israeli athletes to take part in the event. Nagaland in January 2019 got its first AstroTurf football pitch at Indira Gandhi Stadium in Kohima on the occasion of 100th birth anniversary of the legendary footballer, Dr. T. The Ikawa tableau in the Republic Day Parade has won the first prize for its Kisan Gandhi theme. The Indian former Defence Minister and anti-emergency crusader George Fernandez passed away in New Delhi. Nari Shakti was chosen as the Hindi word of the year 2018 by Oxford Dictionary. India's National Academy of Letters, Sahitya Academy on January 29, 2019 presented the Sahitya Academy Award 2018 to 24 writers. The awards were given for 24 different Indian languages. Suman Kumari has become the first Hindu woman in Pakistan to be appointed as a civil judge, according to a media report. Martyrs Day observed on 30th of January 2019. World Leprosy Day was observed on January 27, 2019 with the theme Ending Discrimination, Stigma and Prejudice. Uttar Pradesh State Cabinet on January 29, 2019 approved the construction of a four-lane Ganga Expressway connecting Prayagraj to western Uttar Pradesh. The Western Railway has provided segways, the two-wheeled, self-balancing and battery-powered electric vehicles, to the Railway Protection Force, RPF, personnel deployed at major railway stations in Mumbai. Actress Deepika Padukone has replaced producer Kiran Rao as the chairperson of the Mumbai Academy of Moving Image, MOMI, which organizes the Jayamomi Mumbai Film Festival with star. India improved its ranking on the 2018 Corruption Perceptions Index, CPI, by 3 points and moved to 78th position with a score of 41. India ranked at 81st place on the Corruption Perceptions Index 2017. The central banks of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Saudi Arabia have launched a common digital currency called AIBA, which will be used in financial settlements between the two countries through blockchains and distributed ledgers technologies.